Mount Everest would be listed among the top 10 deadliest mountains in the world. Many people wanted to conquer this beauty, but faced the unimaginable in their journey. Only the climbers know what they experienced when they tried to climb the mountain. Have you ever wondered why so many deaths are being reported from Mount Everest? What would be the main cause of the deaths? Is there anything mysterious waiting on the top of Everest? Cover your legs with a blanket and let's see what the mountain holds for you. The chances of facing death are high as one climbs to higher altitudes. Severe health problems and lack of energy would make one feel exhausted. Climbers die due to several reasons. They could fall off the mountain by slipping their legs, or heavy wind blowing them off the mountain. Many die of severe injury caused as they climb the mountain. Some climbers get separated from their team and find themselves lost. Only a few lucky ones figure out their way back and return home safely. Others are left to wander off and face death. Later on, snow covers their lifeless body. Some climbers run out of oxygen and face cerebral edema. They wouldn't be able to breathe properly and they would fall off the pack. The scariest part is that once you die, it's nearly impossible to recover your body. There were several initiatives to recover the body of climbers, but most of them failed, as it's not practical to climb Mount Everest to locate dead bodies and drag them down with you. There is a possibility that people who are involved in the mission could face death as they run out of oxygen tanks. How's your experience of knowing more about the dangers of Mount Everest? Let's smash the subscribe button and press the bell icon to never miss a single video from Mountaineers. You might be thinking once you reach the peak of Mount Everest, you are safe as you know the way to climb down. Several people lost their lives as they climbed down Mount Everest. Their sweet celebration of victory didn't last long. Their decision-making skills and concentration would be at their lowest as climbers try to climb down Mount Everest. Their body would face dehydration. This results in many people failing to complete their journey. Experience would help you in minimizing your chances of death, but it would not give you any kind of assurance that you wouldn't face death. Many experienced climbers lost their lives while climbing Mount Everest. Their confidence and knowledge paired with their years of experience failed to keep them alive. In many scenarios, people with inadequate experience gracefully conquered Everest and reached home safely with no injuries. What can we say? It's all just a matter of luck sometimes. Press the like button and let's double your luck. With the outbreak of coronavirus, many were affected by COVID, and this caused respiratory problems. Climbers will take all precautions, but in case they are affected with COVID during their journey to Mount Everest, they can end up facing death much before any other person. As the climate changes every minute, it's quite hard to survive in bone-piercing weather. Snow bites are the least minimum you could face on your journey. There are high chances of being paralyzed as you can be affected with neurological dysfunction. Swelling in the brain and lungs can make you immobile. In such cases, your teammates would abandon you as they could also die if they tried to help you. The people who lost their precious lives on Mount Everest experienced heart-wrenching emotional trauma as they saw their loved ones had no choice but to abandon them. Hypothermia and acute morning sickness are faced by these climbers as they cover certain levels of altitudes. What happens to those who barely manage to reach back to base camp? People take up mountain climbing as a profession or a hobby, maybe for entertainment and adventure. There are a few who mountain climb to get over their past traumas and abuses. The worst case scenario is for those who had to undergo severe traumatic incidents as they tried to survive mountain climbing. Some people survived avalanches and severe injuries in mountain climbing and reached home safely. With time, they recovered from their physical injuries, but those who had to watch their loved ones dying before them, or days they went lost without even having access to fresh water after being separated from their team. These people have massive emotional baggage and trauma. It will take them years to recover from it, or maybe they won't. What would you do if you went through something similar? Would you dare to conquer Mount Everest for the second time? Let us know through the comment section.